Hi, friends. I want to introduce our next topic of discussion. We're going to look at racism, sexism, feminism, masculinism. You name it, it's game. However, the caveat is that we're going to be respectful to each other. We're going to read two articles that may cause you to go, "What?" Or it may cause you to not have a reaction at all, or you may be like, "This doesn't surprise me." Um, we're going to read Joan Acker's Is Capitalism Gendered and Racialized? And then we're also going to read Deborah Henderson and Ann Tickameyer's The Intersection of Poverty Discourses, Race, Class, Culture, and Gender. Um, we are going to explore a lot of isms with these two particular readings. And it's going to be special. The thing that I ask is that we are respectful to each other in the discourse that we have to have. I know that these conversations are probably worn out as far as you're concerned, but in the outside world, we're still dealing with young men being shot. We're still dealing with young women being raped. We're still dealing with these issues that you would think in a post-race society, we wouldn't be dealing with these things. I know that most of us don't have these kinds of conversations with our family and our friends because we don't want to be our brother's keepers, and that's fair. And most of our friends and our family are echo chambers anyway. So let's have them here. Let's be honest and open. Let's be respectful and diligent. As a white woman, I can't even begin to understand what it means to be a black woman or a Latina or a Filipina or anything because I'm white. I grew up in a multicultural house. My dad is the only white man my mom's ever been with. And really, they shouldn't have been together, but that's a whole different story. So I grew up in Inglewood. I grew up in Lenox and Hawthorne and Lawndale. I grew up in these neighborhoods when it was pre-90s. It was pre the riots, the 1990 riots. 92, sorry. So the energy that I grew up with is you just don't, I play Fortnite and it blows my mind. Blows my mind. The racism. Because the anonymity, the sexism. It just blows my mind. And it's funny because one of my son's friends, well, he's not his friend anymore, knew that I was a white woman, knew that my son was a white young man, and thought it was okay to drop the N-word with us because he's white, and what? And that's exactly what I said. I'm like, excuse me? And as soon as I said that, he backpedaled, and he's like, oh, I didn't say anything. I'm like, the fuck you didn't. Sorry. But, come on. And then when we were gaming with younger kids, and these younger kids, like 13, 14 years old, these little white boys dropping the N-bomb, I'm like, excuse me. And he says, oh, when she's in the room, don't use that word. No, don't use that word ever. We don't have these kinds of conversations. They're hard, they're scary, but they need to be had. That's the only way we're going to deal with the shit that we've been through. That's the only way it's the only way we can heal. First, we have to acknowledge there's something to heal. Sorry. I get rather high-horsed and soapboxy when it comes to these particular topics. I'm a big woman. I get catcalled. I'm a mom. I get shit for being a mom. But there's a plus side. the whole Fortnite issue. When I'm playing with these kids, or not even kids, these young people, they find out I'm a mom. And it cracks me up every time because they're like, wait, you're a mom? Yeah. How old is your kid? He's 20. I played Fortnite with my 20-year-old son. Do it because I want to bond with him. And then I get these, I guess they're called squeakers. These little boys, 12 years old, their voices haven't broke yet. They find out I'm a mom. And they find out I'm a teacher. Holy smokes. It's a whole different ball of wax. They're just like, I will kill everybody for you. It's so cute. But really, I use it as an opportunity to kind of say, hey, listen, let me tell you about good behavior. Because when I'm quiet and they don't know who I am, boy, oh boy, I'm going to tell you. Oh boy, if I was their mama, they would have no. Anyway, all right, that's what this section is going to be about. So, Module 7, Akers. Module 8, Henderson, Sycamore. We have a midterm this week also. It'll be open notes, open whatever. And I've been talking to other students, and they gave me some suggestions on how to make this class better. So I'm gonna try to employ that. Instead of having due dates every 2 days, I'm just gonna lay it all out there. You have a week to get it all done. All right, we'll see how that works. Okay, 7 minutes into this is way too long. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.